These are the Advantage Baits Pellet Method Boxes. One of the questions I get asked is how to prepare your micro pellets perfectly every time for method feeder fishing. What we've achieved here is to take all the hassle away to the degree that I solely use these pellet boxes now. In the range we've got the red krill, which is fantastic for coloured water. It just stands out and the fish love it. The green betaine is by far my most favourite for the bream, tench, fish like that, big hybrids. It's also very good for carp. There's a bit of an all-round carp, maybe bream sometimes in clearer water. The Scopex natural one is definitely my #1 favourite. Preparing the pellets, it couldn't be more simple. You get 500 grams of pellets and a 75ml bottle of the flavouring. Just pour the additive in. No real need to spread it out amongst the pellets because you're going to give it a good shape. 75ml then of water, the perfect amount, and that's going to be deposited into the pellets as well. Real firm lid. You can hear it clicking on there. Because what you've got to do now is give it a good shake. It doesn't matter if you're using the red krill, the green betaine, or the natural coloured Scopex. The preparation is the same. Give it a good shake. All the pellets disperse. You can see that right from the bottom to the top of the tub, they're damp. Then you literally just pop that in your bag or on your side tray while you're getting ready. During the hotter months, around ½ hour can be enough. It's a little bit cooler at the moment, so anything up to an hour, hour and a quarter can really take the time for the pellets to absorb the water and the flavouring. Well, there we go. I've left the method box and they've taken on that water, they've taken on the additive. Smells absolutely superb. You can see that they're all separate. None of them have turned to ground bait. They're all separate pellets. You can actually pick it up and squeeze it into a nice sticky ball. That'll go around the method feeder, nice and firm. When you cast it, nothing's going to come off on impact. It's going to go to the bottom. But because they're all separate pellets still, they break up fast. This attracts fish, it feeds fish, and it keeps fish in your peg. And you can see there just how firm a ball you can squeeze once that additive and the water's taken hold. They go perfect every single time, no matter what the flavour. They go nice and sticky, and it just takes the hassle away from preparing your pellets. So what I'm going to do, I've got a method feeder here with a hook bait on already. Drop the hook bait in the method mould, fill it with the desired amount of pellets. Really going to push that on, just break off that tail end, and that's it, perfect. So here we go. So you can see that 2 or 3 pellets have broken off literally as I lowered it in, which probably would have come off on impact. You can see at the line end of the feeder where your main line's coming that there's about 10 or a dozen pellets broken off already. So there we go. You can see immediately that that bait has broke. It's come away from the feeder, and this is exactly what you want to achieve early on in a cast. It's probably not been in there much. It's probably around about 2 minutes. You've got the body of the feeder broke up, your hook bait is released, which is the most important thing. Now you're fishing. You know, the guys either side of you, if they're using different pellets, different ground baits, their bait might still be wedged in their feeder and they're not going to get a bite all the time this is happening. You can see now that you're absolutely fishing perfectly. The bait's kicked nicely away from the feeder and it's just creating that bed of bait, which is exactly what you need to do. And the quicker that your feeder can achieve that state on the bottom, the better. It's just over 4 minutes and you can see now the state of that feeder is absolutely perfect. Set trap, so to speak. And that's the thing with these pellets. They speed the whole process up. You're not sitting there for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes waiting for your method feeder to break up and be fishing. You're fishing virtually straight away. And that to me is a massive advantage. For hassle-free method feeder fishing, the Advantage Baits Pellet Method Boxes. Look out for Advantage Baits in your local Daiwa stockist.